vivo, G4 presenta El Picador contra El Nerdo Loco, The Internacional Fenómeno. Ataca the show!
Oh, yeah. I don't know who that was.
I like that little jig.
You like that one?
Yeah, do it again.
Hey, welcome to Attack the Show. I don't know what I did. I was like this.
I don't know, it was like a leg kick.
Let's not do that again.
You're gonna hurt
We are
yourself.
TV's only source for all the acrobatics you care about. I'm Kevin Pereira. Olivia is out and heavily sedated. So joining me today, Miss Allison Hayslip.
What's up, guys? We are coming to you live from the G4 Studios in Los Angeles.
Yes. Hey, are you a first-time viewer? Are you female? You're not, are you? Okay.
Put your
Well,
sweater
good
back
news.
on.
You're tuning in during Epic April.
Yep. So, just so you know, all month long we are giving away free stuff, and who doesn't like free stuff? But our free stuff is iPads and Google phones, and you know, we're pulling off crazy stunts, and like Kevin's getting frozen in carbonite.
Yeah, there.
Look at him over there. I like that you do the
so
rock
pretty.
and roll with one hand and the
Yeah.
Spock.
I was trying to shock it, but the goo like dribbled in a weird way, so I switched up to the spocker, not the shocker.
The
So,
Spocker, not the
that's what we got.
shocker.
Yeah.
I wonder if that could.
They
Never mind.
can.
We're not going to go into
They
that.
can. They know. On the show today, Gadgetron's Gaming Laptop Week continues with Chris Hardwick. Of course, he's the reviewer, not the gadget. We'll tell you how we rate the world's first multi-touch gaming notebook. Solitaire. And then Morgan Webb went to one of the most tense and messed up places in the world. Not Hayslips. The DMZ, separating the Koreas.
That's my parents' house, though.
Yeah.
Those Hayslips.
She actually taught both sides how to love. And now that war is over, so good job. Good job.
Yeah. Plus, the girl at the video game store is coming to the Rock Band Network.
Oh!
You lucky people! Tell you when you'll be able to rock out the pair of grips or the hot clerks and show you how you can submit your own track. And then Anchorman's David Kechner will be here live in studio to talk about his collegiate comedy tenure. I'm excited.
He's one of the funniest damn guys
I
ever.
think he's going to yell a lot.
I hope he gets right in my face and screams. I think he's great. Oh, ding dong. Yes, internet?
It's Kevin and Allison. You're going to call it?
Yeah. ATN, yes, around the net, but hold on. We have a live Twitter feed going on for Epic April. If you, I guess if you reply to @AOTS or if you use # Epic April, the hashtag, you'll up there. D-Mills3 is stuck in philosophy class for the next hour and a half. He wants us to put the show on pause until then, so...
We're just going to wait.
Okay. Are you playing We Roll?
No, I'm checking my Twitter.
All right, that's run its course. In at number 5 today, stupid is as stupid does.
And today, Stupid rides a bicycle.
Hey!
Oh my god, dude. Oh my god, dude. Oh my god. Oh my god, dude. Dude, he's out.
How did he not get a bloody nose is what I want to know.
I don't know.
we can't
That'd be the
really-
least of his worries at that
I
point.
know. I mean, we can't really feel bad for him. He did it to himself.
He did ride his bike into that sign. Yes, he did. That is what happened in that video.
Why?
I don't know.
I just
Racing
stopped
home
asking
to
that
watch Epic
question.
April. That's our audience. I gotta get there, Slam.
It's going to show up on the Twitter feed.
Yeah. He was
Guys,
probably going for the front page of like Break and get $400. Nope, you got around the net and nothing.
Sorry. All right, the Onion News Network clocks in at number 4 today with a special report about Congress that's going to interest everyone regardless of your political affiliation.
Yeah,
Don't worry
that's
about
because Congress is enacting legislation that's actually going to safeguard America's wholesome image for our descendants.
Congress passed the Pornographic Media Concealment Act yesterday, intended to hide our nation's pornography from future generations of Americans.
This act will ensure that the inhabitants of ensuing centuries will judge us based on our contribution to literature and the arts rather than our vast porn collection.
Individual porn collections will be moved to several dozen fake mountains in southern New Hampshire.
There will be an interracial mountain, a barely legal mountain.
The agency also unveiled a video to help Americans understand how these new policies will affect their porn.
The porn stashing agency will store all pornographic materials under piles of old camping equipment, inside cardboard boxes with the word Canada written on them. I'm from the year 3000. That way, future historians will think we're just holding on to it for Canada.
Yeah. Awesome.
It looks like Congress just set up the new National Treasure movie there.
I just want to like hike to the peak of Barely Legal Mountain, if we can do that someday.
I'm pretty sure you've already hiked that mountain.
Yeah. Hey, Dr. Shakaloo says, could you get cuter? My God, he thinks you're adorable.
The answer is no. No, Dr. Shakaloo, I cannot.
Oh, no, look at camera one. Give it a try. Look into camera one. Right. Yeah. And now let's see. Could you get any cuter? Okay. Yeah.
It's my camera.
Coming in at number 3 today. It's all right. You got it back. It's yours.
Mine.
No. It's just
mine.
You got to learn to share.
Learn to share.
I'm taking these cameras out of the sandbox. Today, everybody, and at number 3, sexagenarian news cougar Leslie Stahl.
Yay! Who?
She's a chick from 60 Minutes.
Oh.
Yeah. She spent some time last Sunday talking about the old tobacco.
Yes, not the smoking kind or the dipping kind. It's the snoozing kind.
Yeah. What?
Yeah, it's supposed to be less cancery for you, and it's fun to say. Snooze.
Snooze it up.
Snooze. Now there's snooze. Snooze is starting to catch on. Snooze curbs the craving. Tamel craves snooze. Doctors in Sweden recommend snooze. Marlboro and Camel snooze. Camel snooze. Swedish snooze. And unbeknownst to me, he was snoozing. Snooze, 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 snooze.
You want to smell it?
Yeah. Snooze, snoozes. Are you open about your snooze use?
That sounded like something from a really bad Dr. Seuss book.
Yeah, it's like, all the snoozes in Snoozeville slept well until mouth cancers got big and swelled.
Now those same snoozes fantasize about treatable cancer before it metastasized.
Oh, the places you'll go! Like to chemotherapy.
Yeah.
That's not a real good Dr. Snooze book.
That made me cry.
I like the snooze. No, snooze will make you cry, actually.
Snooze
I don't know if you've ever tried
cry?
it. It is delicious mouth cancer.
Wow, we have 2 different kinds of snooze.
I saw this in like an airport ages ago and wanted to try it for some stupid reason, and now I regret ever wanting to.
Because of the adorable name?
Yeah.
We're not marketing to our children.
No.
Snooze.
Snooze it up. I snooze and skateboard. The chicks love me. Do you want to try spearmint or rich?
Spearmint.
Okay, they're both going to make you hate yourself.
Maybe it'll give me a minty fresh flavor. How do we do this?
Don't you just kind of, you open up your lip and put it in, right? Top or bottom? Does it matter? I see people snoozing on top.
Bottom?
I've seen people snooze on top.
I'm classy music for this right now.
Okay, here we go. Hello.
Oh, it gets tingly. It's really tingly on the bottom of my mouth. Very tingly right here.
Have you ever smoked cigarettes?
No.
Like, do you smoke? Have you smoked?
No.
No.
I don't. Although I gotta admit, this is kind of refreshing.
How cool do I look, though? I mean, if I was just hanging out with the kids, snoozing after school.
Yeah.
What's up, guys?
I look really.
Excuse me, this is my snooze space because I can't
really sexy right now. Can you see from the side?
No, yeah, there's a little bit of a bulge.
Yeah,
there's a little bit of a bulge. Yeah.
Good.
Sexy. You want to touch snoozes?
Our snoozes just totally touch.
Snooze gets you the chicks, kids. I'm gonna try and leave this in and see how long until my entire face goes numb. It's getting there. Move it on.
I stuck my lip.
What? Oh, yeah.
All right, I'm done with that.
Celebrity snooze packet. Who wants it? Huh? Put it on eBay.
$3.
Or burn it.
All right, the Found Footage Festival is responsible for today's number 2, and by that I mean it's the second around the net and the piece of poo you're about to see.
Yeah, this is either the... Why am I still snoozing?
I don't know, but my lip's numb. Is your lip numb?
Oh, my God, everything's
My lip
numb.
is totally numb.
Oh, my soul is numb. It's either the worst audition tape for the new Captain America movie or the best public access show ever. So tell your eyes to hold fast. Here's interpretive dancer Frank Pachowski.
gainers.
Yeah. They say that old people need stimulation, but stimulation accomplished. There you go.
Are you still snoozing
I'm trying
on the
to
top of
snoop
your
on the
lip?
roof of the mouth. That's not
You're gonna
good.
try to just numb your whole mouth?
Yeah, that's what I was going for, actually.
I'm kind of still have loss of feeling in the bottom of my lip. I can't even talk right.
Twitter wall check-in. R Silent says, my mom says I can't hang out with you because you're a bad influence.
She got it right.
Because I hang out with your mom all the time, R Silent.
Whoa! Snap. That was a good one.
Still ahead, AOTS's biggest...
The biggest. You should stop snoozing.
The biggest month of the year rolls on. Snooze it.
Number one ATN is up next, and it will make fans of chainsaw shotguns very, very happy.
This isn't...
You snoozing? Snooze it away?
I don't get it. I don't get it.
I don't either.
I really don't. A firestorm of orgasms all across the interwebs. It's the new trailer for this thing, Gears of War 3.
We're getting a third
I missed
one.
the memo, apparently.
Oh, we're getting a third one, baby.
Okay.
Yeah, sure, we won't get to play it until April 5th of 2011. But who cares? Looks like I can finally play as a lady.
Oh.
A crashing sky, a rolling screen. A city drowning in God's black tears. I barely hear them.
Not yet.
Here's the other most important thing about Gears of War 3. 4-player co-op, kids. All right? Pay 3 people to be your friend, and boom.
I'm sorry, and you can finally play as a girl.
Yes, you can play as a girl, yes.
Do you get it? Because I am tired of being the big Samoan guy in Horde mode, all right?
All right.
I finally get a character who, by the way, looks like me.
Oh.
She looks just like me.
I would rewatch the trailer before you take credit for looking like that woman. But all right. Just saying, fits in with the Warriors.
Thank you, Cliffy. If you have sex problems and nobody else can help
Cliffy.
you...
Do you want to share anything with the kids? What happened?
He made the character look like me.
Okay, I get it.
I'm just saying. Obviously, it was based on me. Same with the chick from Uncharted 2. They always make characters who look like me.
All right.
I want my royalties.
Every action game has a generic white dude, so hey, thanks. I'll mocap.
You don't look like any generic white dudes in any video games. All right, look, if you have sex problems and nobody else can help you and you can find him, maybe you can hire Drunken Ted.
Yeah, here's some hints that'll actually help you on your little search. He's not near a home or a school. He shouldn't be, at least. And he likes to hang out where the police don't. Enjoy.
Hey, everybody. I'm Drunken Ted. It's Epic April. I'm in the streets for your sexes. Drop your drawers and fluff your problems. Here comes Sex Streets.
So, Ted, I have this big problem. My girlfriend and I, we've had kind of this rocky relationship from the start.
Yeah.
I was going to break up with her, and then all of a sudden I found out she had cancer.
What?
How do I break it off now?
If you dump her now, other women will hear about it. Women love to tell stories about guys acting like jerks. And you would be a cancer-dumping boyfriend jerk. There's no reason for your sex life to die with her. So wait it out. As a bonus, if she croaks, you'll be able to do some sweet, sweet sympathy humping. Just doing my part to help keep the guys in LA to get their carrots wet. See you next time when I slip you an Ambien and you wake up in my pants. I know I left my condoms in here somewhere. You can reuse condoms, right?
You have to use them first to be able to reuse them, but hey, you can use laptops for all sorts of productive endeavors, like writing a book or doing your taxes or connecting with old friends, but that's all boring stuff. This week, it's all gaming laptops on Gadgetron.
Up here!
Chris Hardwick, ladies and gentlemen!
By the way, I hope...
You conjured yourself.
I hope they fly Drunken Ted on Southwest. I hope they just stick him on a Southwest flight.
They will.
Fly him out instead of sticking him in a suitcase. Hey, do you love Apple's multi-touch but hate everything else about them?
Well, does this gaming laptop have multi-touch?
Yes, it does, Kevin.
Oh. Does it need it? Okay.
We never thought we'd see it, but iBuyPower has known all along. It's the world's first multi-touch gaming notebook. With a 15-inch HD touchscreen, the Armada makes full use of Windows 7's multi-touch capabilities for a more visceral user experience. And of course, games look intense with an Intel Core i7 processor, 8 gigs of RAM, and an ATI Radeon HD 5650 video card, all starting at $1,400.
This is the best rifle-toting laptop.
Yeah.
I loved its work on Deadwood.
This will destroy your Lenovo in a high noon shootout.
Yeah, exactly.
Just bring it right up. All right, this is the second gaming laptop of the week. 15 inches across, 1.5 inches thick-like. It's about the same as the Alienware. It's a little heavier at about 6.5 pounds, but overall, let's talk design. What do you think?
Well, I think it looks nice. It's got clean lines, as they say.
Yeah.
But all the plastic body feels just a tad on the cheap side. The trackpad also is not defined. This basically just kind of has this, like, I don't know, kind of silk screen.
It's a little decal.
Yeah, it's a decal. And your finger glides out of it without warning. That's not the best thing that you want on a trackpad, because most of the time you're not looking at your finger when you're gaming. And if you are, then you're special.
Right.
Overall, the design is functional, and it is aesthetically pleasing, so that's not bad.
Well, of course, the big feature on this laptop is the touchscreen. It's the Armada, and it runs Windows 7, which is really designed to streamline the use of touchscreens if you like hunting and pecking for close X's.
You know I do.
How well did the screen actually work?
As you might predict, it was hit or miss. The 1920 by 1080 resolution makes trying to hit small buttons and text a pain in the turd cutter. Can I say that?
You did.
More often, you miss the mark.
That's the Play-Doh Factory turd cutter, by the way.
Yeah.
That is
Play-Doh
not
Factory turd cutter.
Okay.
You can change the resolution, though, so that does help. And the upside is that when browsing the internet, it works well with the gesturing. It also includes an on-screen keyboard. I'm not really sure why you would want to use that, since you have an actual keyboard right below you.
Right.
iBuyPower is working on software to macro touch gestures into a lot of games, but it has not implemented those quite yet.
Okay.
Right now, it's a nice gimmicky feature, but just use a mouse and a trackpad over the screen. Here's one thing I'm not crazy about. It says right here above the webcam, webcam.
That's it.
Tells you right there.
So you know what the camera's for.
Yeah, exactly.
For the web. Gimmicky screens aside, the machine, of course, was built for gaming, and it does have some good specs. 4 gigs of RAM, an i7 processor, ATI Radeon card. How does it fare?
I liked it. You know, we loaded Metro 2033, and it had no issues running the game on high settings. When you cranked it up to very high, it got a little on the laggy side, but it was still playable. It scored a little bit higher on our benchmarking tests than the Alienware, but overall, you're not going to have issues running any game on the market with the Armada.
So, of course, you can get this on Amazon for $1,400, which is almost double the price of yesterday's laptop. So, keeping that in mind, what are we giving it?
All right, keeping those factors in mind, 3 out of 5.
Oh!
This is a solid machine. It's a little tad, it's on the pricey, but our biggest qualm is that the touchscreen, one of the major selling points, doesn't quite perform nearly as well as it should. So that's why I got a 3.
Well, maybe they'll get that software up to snuff, or snooze, or whatever
maybe they
you're
will.
saying, and then
maybe they will.
All right, thank you, Chris Hardwick. Always a pleasure, sir.
This case is closed.
Chung chung. That's it for today's Gadget Prom, but if you have a gadget you'd like to see us rate, email us at gadgetpron@g4tv.com.
Closed.
Allison.
Closed.
I like Chris Hardwick's CSI.
Yeah.
CSI AOTS.
That's right. Still
Nice.
closed. Don't look
Still
at me. We're
closed.
closed. Move on.
Look at me! All right, stay tuned. Attack of the Show's biggest month of the year rolls on as Morgan Webb heads to Korea's demilitarized zone for a behind-the-scenes look at some truly modern warfare. Like that little play on words? And later, David Kechner will join us live in studio to talk about his new DVD tenure. Stick around!
To join We Rule.
Kristen
Adam's going to start playing We Rule. Hey, we're back. We're live. And this is Attack of the Show's Epic April. By the way, forget taxes and Easter because we gave away iPads on this show.
Yeah,
and we
did.
ain't done. We ain't done.
But right now, we are going to give away information with Kristen Adams.
Oh.
Yes,
You don't have to join We Rule. It's
Yes,
okay.
you do.
Okay, maybe. I'll think about it. I'll consider it. Right now, it's time to start the feed. Whee! It's Tuesday, April 13th, and here are your top stories. Since its creation, people have wondered how the heck Twitter would ever make money. And now we have the answer. Search ads. Today, interesting, curious indeed, curious. Microblogging site unveiled a new program called Promoted Tweets where advertisers will pay to have their messages added to users' Twitter streams. Initially, these promoted tweets from companies like Starbucks will only show up if you search for key terms like coffee. But eventually, advertisers will simply be able to place their ads into a regular Twitter stream, whether you follow them or not. It looks like Marvel's Avengers film is one step closer to finding a director. And not just any director, people, Joss friggin' Whedon. Deadline New York is reporting that the Buffy creator and fanboy paragon has been tapped for the ensemble superhero flick that's expected to include Robert Downey Jr. as we all know who, Chris Evans as Captain America, and Sam L, as I call him, Nick Fury. He will be playing Nick Fury. To be fair, this rumor originally surfaced on IESB.net on April 1st, a day when nothing on the web can be trusted. But the film is slated for a May 2012 release. When the Avengers assemble, we will have more information. I'm Kristen Adams, and you've just been fed. Back to Kevin and Allison.
Thank you, Kristen. Yay! I'll bake you cupcakes.
Kevin warmed the ovens.
When AOTS travels to places, it's usually for beer festivals or rock, paper, scissors tournaments. That's what we do.
Yeah. But every once in a while, we go someplace serious, like the demilitarized zone between North Korea and South Korea.
Yes, and by we, you mean we sent Morgan Webb.
Not us.
No. I'm too pretty to die.
The Cold War is pretty much over for us in America, but really it's still a big reality for South Korea. I mean, right behind me, right there is North Korea. And they have about 9 million active and reserve troops. They have at least 2,500 tons of biochemical weapons. You know, they have artillery, they have 1 or 2 nuclear missiles, and they're really close, and they don't have a sense of humor.
On June 25th, 1950, North Korea invaded South Korea with the goal of creating a unified communist country. However, the West did not sit by quietly. General MacArthur led a large military force that pushed the North Koreans back to the 38th parallel, creating a demilitarized zone separating the North and the South. Although the armed conflict might be over, the threat of violence continues to hang over their heads.
You can see up behind me there's a guard tower, and that's where the North Koreans are actually sitting there right now watching all of this going on. They got their binoculars and everything. They're peeking out and making sure we don't do anything bad. Now, these buildings are used by both the North Koreans and the South Koreans. When South Korea is using it, they seal off the building and they lock the door so that the North Koreans can't enter.
The position the soldiers are in right now is, again, rock ready. Typically, if we have a full cordon set, which it looks like we do now, you'll see them along halfway across the building for protection. Glasses meant as an intimidating factor, along with the stance, so that way they're prepared for action at all given times. If you come on this side past the speakers, you will be in North Korea. So if you folks are still in South, then I'm hanging out with the guys over here.
Checkpoint 3 is the only one right now that's actually manned because they have surveillance cameras and they do the job of soldiers actually sitting there with binoculars watching.
And it's not enough to keep tabs above ground. They've got to keep an underground vigil as well.
This is Tunnel 3. This is one of the infiltration tunnels that North Korea dug to invade Seoul. But they found the tunnel and, of course, put a stop to it. And so we're going to go down to the end of the tunnel and see what we can see. So they painted all the walls black so that if anybody found it, they could pretend it was an abandoned coal mine. But at its peak, they were hoping to send about 10,000 soldiers per hour through the tunnel into South Korea. They were about halfway through this tunnel to North Korea, and you can't go any further. There's a lot of barbed wire. We're about 73 meters underground right now. This is the end of the line. There's a light at the end of the tunnel.
Modern warfare includes propaganda and mind games like having the South build a train station at the cost of $10 million. that would have linked both the North and the South, but has never been used.
This is Dorisan Station. It actually goes nowhere. You can see behind me it says, you know, there's the tracks to Pyongyang, but, you know, that's not open right now. Actually, the day before it was supposed to open, the North Koreans nixed the whole thing. So South Koreans had built this big, beautiful station that goes nowhere. So that's the DMZ. It is a really quite scary place that, you know, tourists can also go to sometimes. So here you should check it out. Me, I'm going back to Seoul. Mama needs some soju. I got 56 kilometers to go, so it'll take me a while.
I'll never complain about having to go to Comic-Con again. Really. Hey, Allison.
Hey, Kevin.
What's going on over there?
Looks like I'm just here for a little DVD day. That's what. Welcome back, film expert Chris Gore.
Thanks.
I can't say your name without saying film expert Chris
Team
Gore.
Gore. Team Gore, folks.
I like it. I like it. All right, what's first up this week? Let's
First
get into
up,
it.
Defendor.
Defendor.
Yes.
All right, now, there's a superhero movie that it's kind of unlikely that anyone's heard of this before. What's it about?
Defendor is about Woody Harrelson plays this character who's kind of mentally ill, who decides to throw on a costume and fight crime all by himself.
This is Kick-Ass.
No. Actually, what's funny is it's a lot like Kick-Ass in the sense that someone puts on a costume to fight crime, except in Kick-Ass, first of all, Kick-Ass is fun. I also think that Kick-Ass is entertaining. Kick-Ass has great action. And Defendor, unfortunately, doesn't have any of those.
Really?
It's kind of depressing.
Even with Woody Harrelson.
Right.
And
well,
Sandra Oh and Kat Deely, they're in it too. Like, good cast.
Right. No, good cast. But this movie sat on the shelf for like a couple of years, waiting to get released. And I really wanted to like it because I love Woody Harrelson, but it just... I don't know. It was so, they went so dark with it. It lacked the humor and fun of Kick-Ass.
Damn. Well, are there any extras of note? Any reason we might want the DVD?
Of note, no.
Oh.
I mean, there's a commentary on it where they even talk about why the film had issues being released. So they're kind of, well, they weren't really making fun of it, but they were like kind of like this movie. You know, we're kind of upset that it didn't do as well.
Yeah, we kind of know it's lame. Sorry.
Right.
All right. So what's the bottom line? Bye. No.
Pass, folks.
Didn't see that coming.
Yeah, you could have guessed that one.
I know,
it's a
right?
pass.
All right. So what's up next?
The Slammin' Salmon.
Ooh. All right. Now, I have heard that the diehard Broken Lizard fans around G4 thought this film was pretty atrocious, actually. So what did you think?
Well, I thought the opposite. I thought it was, first of all, my expectations were kind of low because I had heard, it's not that great. I watched it like, all right, this is kind of funny. It's that great, dumb comedy that you expect from the Broken Lizard guys. But also, I watched it 3 times because I also watch it with the commentary. There's 2 commentary tracks.
What were you smoking each time you watched it?
See, that's the thing is, when you watched it, were you doing something that might have enhanced the experience? I think that helps. But also, the Broken Lizard movies, I think, get funnier with multiple viewings. I mean, Super Troopers, for sure, and Beer Fest. Those movies, the more you watch them, the more you notice, and the funnier they get. And I think it's true with Slam. Michael Clark Duncan is so good in it.
Right.
As kind of a Mike Tyson, owner of this restaurant.
And we can't ignore the fact that Olivia's in it, too.
Oh, that's right. Olivia's in it. Olivia's in it. And she gets to have some fun in this. It's actually kind of gross. I kind of.
So how is that different from this show?
Yeah, I was going to say it's pretty much stuff she does all the time.
Any extras you enjoyed on it?
Yeah, well, the commentary is great, and then deleted scenes and stuff. It's just one of those. The Broken Lizard guys, you can tell, are movie geeks and film freaks. I mean, they actually put a lot into the DVD. They love the DVDs, and I think you can tell by what they put into it. So
that's nice. So what's the bottom line?
Bottom line is buy this.
Buy.
Don't listen to everyone else here.
Don't listen to anyone else at G4.
Don't listen to anyone else at G4.
Well, you're
I'm
the film
saying
expert.
buy because it's a lot of fun and gets funnier with repeated viewings.
Awesome. Now I heard you have a quick pick for us.
Yes, I do. It's a documentary that everyone should check out. If you're interested in writing a screenplay, Tales from the Script, the best documentary ever done about the craft of screenwriting. There's also a book written by Peter Hansen, which you should check out.
Also, the quote on the cover is from you.
Oh, wait, it's from me. Well, because I saw this much earlier. Yes, there's even a quote on it. Yes, see my endorsement right there on the top.
The best film about writing I've ever seen.
Yeah, it's a movie about writing.
Probably the only film about writing you've ever seen.
One of the few, but really great documentary you guys should all check out.
All right, great. Well, thanks, Chris. And for more Gore, check out a behind-the-scenes interview with him. Oh, yeah, you have one of those behind-the-scenes interviews right now, right?
Oh, that's right.
On G4.com, own Attack of the Blog.
That's right. I'm embarrassed about something I said about you.
I heard you talk about me.
Yes, I did. I regret it.
Check that out after the show.
Sorry, Alice.
He made up a nickname for me, apparently.
It said she was, well, it's difficult to pronounce. It's
Kevin,
it's like a coworker I'd like
Kevin, just throw it to Kevin. We don't need to hear this.
Yeah, the Quilf. Hey, stay tuned. Our epic giveaway is coming up. David Kechner is also going to join us in studio right after this. Stick around.
The feed is brought to you by KFC. Try the new Double Down Sandwich. So much chicken, there wasn't room for a bun. Only at KFC.
Wrong road tonight. Attack will come again.
Attacken Spezialbier. All right, folks, our next guest stars in the new movie Tenure. It's about, you're going to see. Just watch.
Dude, I've been looking all over for you. We got Bigfoot Club. Kids are waiting.
You know, we can do this another time. That's fine.
I'm sorry.
It's fine.
We're searching for Sasquatch.
Oh, great. Well, good luck.
Where are we going? I told you, Bigfoot Club. That was for real. Okay, well, I'm not a member, am I? So I can't. Probationary. But the guys dig you. Plus, you got a car.
Ladies and gentlemen, David Kechner is here. Playing to the lighting grid?
Yeah, this is like a stadium in here. A lot of people probably don't realize there are about, what, 3,000 or 4,000 people packed
it's,
in?
you know, the acoustics makes it seem like you're in a shoebox or a broom closet with some plasmas, but really, this is quite a...
Right, it's impressive.
Quite a studio.
Very
yeah,
impressive.
Thank you for being impressed with it.
Yeah.
Thank you for telling those lies. Your character in Tenure seems like somebody that I can relate to, because you're on the hunt for Bigfoot.
Right.
And apparently you like taking a lot of ecstasy.
Yes. He does.
Is that the depth of your character? Is that where it ends? Bigfoot and ecstasy, or
yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. He's an academic. He's a professor. He was.
Okay.
He does not. My character does not get tenure.
Okay.
And I'm not giving too much away because it happens really early in the film. So then he makes it his life's goal to make sure his buddy does get tenure.
That's a solid pal.
Right?
So what sort of research do you do for a guy like this? Do you talk to teachers that have been pink-slipped, or do you go and hit a bunch of warehouse raves?
Actually, before we went, we shot the film out in Philadelphia, near Philadelphia, at Bryn Mawr and other campuses nearby there. Went out 90 miles away from L.A. here and spoke to a gentleman who was supposed to be a Bigfoot expert.
Oh, I thought he was an ecstasy dealer. I thought that's what
He may have been.
Fair enough.
I was offered none, and I took none. And I don't think anybody really should, unless they're under a doctor's care.
Of course.
But
or someone who has a stethoscope and a Dr. Seuss hat. Then that counts as a doctor.
That would be a doctor.
Yes, that's true.
Right.
So this is a Bigfoot expert you're chatting with.
I thought so. I thought so. So we go out to this guy's house, and I'm waiting for some pearls of wisdom. I'm waiting for something to convince me. It's like, wow, I mean, you know, he's seen something. But basically, he's a guy that just has become a fan of this thing for years. It's so, yeah,
he's single and on the internet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got it, yeah.
And he lets us listen to a message on his answering machine. Okay?
Okay.
Because people call him to get the club or whatever their society is to investigate Bigfoot. So now again, it's this is 2008, I think, at the time. It still has an answering machine.
Mm-hmm. Of course, yeah. So he rewinds the cassette.
He did rewind it. It was on the wall, and lets us listen to it. First, there was a message from someone from American Express.
Of course. Yeah, of course.
Reminding him of his past due.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, see, got a little sad. So, and then this other guy gets on the phone and starts saying how he wanted this gentleman and his persons to come interview him because when he was 10, he remembers seeing Bigfoot on the beach near San Francisco.
Oh.
Now, this person calling is relating a story that had happened 50 years ago.
Right. Bigfoot was wearing a fanny pack, selling hot dogs, and cradled him in his arms for hours as well.
I don't think there were fanny packs at the time. So he was going to investigate. There was evidence for him. Like,
right.
yeah,
that was enough to keep him going, is what it was. Yeah.
Here's another recent sighting.
from 50 years ago that we're going to be looking into.
That's rough. Have you called him as Bigfoot to try to just crank him and give him like an excuse to keep breathing, or no?
Here's what Bigfoot sounds like. I've got your number.
I sent you an email. By the way,
I'm using a cell phone.
Every performance I have seen you in, you absolutely steal the show, and I mean that in the best way possible. Like including, there they go in the stadium seats. Even, especially Anchorman, which for a cast to stand out, and I mean, you were my favorite part of that movie, hands down, truly. And I have to wonder, between the ecstasy, Bigfoot chasing teacher to your role in Anchorman, do you ever have worries about, I mean, because I know you have kids, and we were talking before the show about how you try to kind of shield them from the kind of content that could be out there for kids to be exposed to. Are you worried that, your roles might be a little rough even for your own kids? Or?
I don't let them watch anything that's not appropriate.
Even if you're in it?
Even if they're in it.
Oh, okay.
No, my kids...
You banned them from their own YouTube channel?
Yeah, from their own stuff. They're actually... my oldest two children are in the foreground of one shot in Semi-Pro. And they've yet to see it.
So in a couple of years' time...
You
could show them that shot. You could give them that much, but no.
But I'm that cruel that I won't.
I love it.
It's an or their interest in that idea is so low that they don't even care. Well, it's one of your movies, Dad. No thanks.
Yeah, we're good. Thanks for bringing us to work on the holiday, but we're fine.
But I like that my son, before he was 10 and before my daughter was 7, they were both in a Will Ferrell movie. That's not too bad.
That's not a bad place to go.
As far as Hollywood, whatever pedigree goes.
When they're of age and ready to learn about all the wonders of the Urban Dictionary, have them on the show, please.
Right, okay.
I'll gladly bring them up.
All
Dave,
right.
absolute pleasure to meet you.
Thanks for having me. Okay.
Again, super fan. Many thanks to David Kechner. Again, Tenure comes out on DVD today. Look for it in DVD Tuesday next week, Chris Gore. Let's go over to Allison.
All right, pay attention, everyone. It's time to win expensive electronics. Yay! Oh, we had to switch sides. Heaven forbid I stand on your right side.
You get the wet side of the mark. Oh. They're all wet. It's fine.
All right, yesterday we gave away gift certificates to Jinx.com, and here are the 5 winners. Congratulations, John W., Michael, Jonathan, Johnny, and Sarah.
Hey, Sarah F. from Pineville. Now, today, we've got this guy. This camera. It's the Canon Vixia HF-M31 HD camcorder.
Work it, baby.
I'm
work
always
it.
working.
I'm recording this right now.
You can enter to win by going to g4tv.com/AOTS and by clicking on the Epic Giveaway button.
Get your entry in by April 14th at 3 p.m. Eastern, and we will announce the lucky winner on tomorrow's show. Don't forget, each Epic giveaway is a new drawing with a new... Oh, my God.
This will be the most entered giveaway we've had.
By the way, you're actually getting this camera, so what we're recording right now is going to you.
You're welcome.
Be sure to enter every day, not just once, because you get something new every day. Wait, did you really...
Coming up, we'll go behind the scenes. We'll go behind the scenes of the Rock Band version of The Girl at the Video Game Store.
What's up next right after this?
It's big, it's beautiful, and you're gonna love it.
AOTS's biggest month of the year continues as superhero Christopher Mintz-Plasse joins us live in studio to talk about Kick-Ass. And Morgan Webb checks out South Korea's clubs and karaoke parlors, plus she'll make a little stop in the red light district. Then Adam Sessler will sneak into the studio to talk Splinter Cell Conviction in Game Break. It's Epic April all month long.
All right, everybody. Recently, the Rock Band Network opened up itself, allowing musicians to design and submit their own tracks for gamers to mangle at drunken rock band parties.
And, of course, we knew that no true rock band party is complete without the girl at the video game store.
When the Rock Band Network went live and opened the doors for anyone to make a song, Attack of the Show knew there was only one track that would make our lives complete. We worked together with Perry Grip to bring his song, Girl at the Video Game Store, to Rock Band, but we couldn't do it alone.
Hey, Attack of the Show, I'm Matt from Gamer Beats. My company works with bands and labels to turn their music into downloadable tracks for the Rock Band Network.
Step 1. The musicians send separate digital tracks for the vocals and each instrument in the song. These tracks, also known as stems, are imported into a music editor called Reaper.
Now it's time to lay out the multicolored notes called gems for each of the Rock Band instruments. Here's an example of what a finished MIDI track looks like.
Since there are 5 buttons on the controller, but the actual song has 8 notes, we have to decide how to map those notes for Rock Band.
Here's how we go about actually laying down gems. So going back to this particular section, the bass part, each time I click, it's laying down a gem. These longer gems, like I just draw, you actually have to hold and sustain in the game to score well. And let's see how that looks compared to the actual song.
Rock Band supports 4 different difficulty levels, so you have to make 4 different versions for each instrument.
In this case here, I'm starting with the hard drum part. I'm going to scale it down to medium. The vocals are done pretty much by ear. We listen to the song and map out the pitches the singer is hitting by laying down note tubes for each syllable of each word. So let's take a look at this bar here. I was alone. Now we can turn off the vocals and actually just listen to the pitches that we've authored to just make sure they sound right.
Once all the gems are laid in, it's time to animate the on-screen band.
At the start of the bar, I'm going to put a camera cut in. I'm going to say focus on the guitarist. I want the guitarist to sing along. I can even set up a spotlight, if I want, on the guitarist so that there will be a light on him as he's singing along with the chorus.
Using a program called Magma, you can play test your song on an actual Xbox 360. Magma sends all the music and the gems you've added directly to Rock Band.
Once the track is just how I want it, I submit it to the Rock Band Creators Club for further playtesting feedback, and eventually approval that the song is ready for sale. That's how we do it.
If you're an indie band looking to get your song on the Rock Band Network, save yourself some time and give Matt a call.
Girl at the Video Game Store is available right now on Xbox Live for Rock Band.
So go buy it.
Yep.
Huge thanks to Perry Grip and Matt at GamerBeats.com for making this all happen. Thank you guys very much. Appreciate it. And while we're in the thanking mood, I just want to thank David Kechner.
Fantastic.
For being awesome. I want to thank Chris Gore for also being awesome. I want to thank Chris Hardwick for being super awesome. But most awesomest of all, I want to thank Miss Allison Hayslett.
Me.
For snoozing.
I snoozed it today on the show.
You didn't have to snooze it up, but you were a snooze sister.
Still can't feel my lower lip.
That's really not
all right.
good.
All right, X-Play starts right now. Good night.
My mouth tastes like uncle.
Oh, look at that sexy guy.
Look at that sexy guy.
I'm so adorable. Hey.
What?
What?
Oh,
Shit.
that's 3 sexy